Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Uses the spin. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right, they're sticking. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catch.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the pressure gets to him again.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
694.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's called. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Carr now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Carr to throw on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give it to him up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now Carr throwing on second down. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal?
Check back. Hey, Raider 2. 57. Mike, 57. Come here.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. He was looking that time for Stills. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week. No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did. Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there. And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Kaiser now on second down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll take this back down inside inside the 20. Parker the intended target. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? He'll get it up the middle. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. Forbath, the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll run it here. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Grand 38.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bruce Irvin in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Kaiser from the gun on third. He's airing it out for Williams. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And he knocks it through. Forbath out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They go play action. Kaiser. And the Raiders have got him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Take Carradine in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Look at the dance and the juke. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the edge of the red zone at the 20. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the silver and black continue to roll. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Going deep here for Stills. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
93, 93, 29.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Carr now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Down. 180.
On second down, here's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Going deep here for Stills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Stills the intended target. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, Raider 2. Where's it? Hut.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Purdue. Low.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr going deep here for Bryant. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the silver and black continue to roll. Forbath, the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
29. 29.
On play action, now Carr. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Drake will start the drive on the ground, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3-19. Over.
Right back to Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Leopard.
Back to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. 29. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Forced out to his left. Past the 20. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We got 56 there. Yeah, 98's down. 58.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now Carr. And it's caught. Roberts has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, his second touchdown on the season, and the Raiders are pouring it on. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. They're probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On first down, Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Tight dog.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to face a third down. To throw his car. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coach
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to throw on second down. Carr, and complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Fights free at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Carr to throw again. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper from 6 yards away. And the silver and black continue to roll.
And now he's at that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
So now here come the Dolphins. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Steps away. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Flushed out right. It's caught. Stills right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And it's caught by Parker. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the slant. Over.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll drop the throw, and the Raiders have got him.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll look to throw, being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Carr going to look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now a handoff for Dre across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll look to throw here. On the left side, this is Stills. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Four down.
Back to throw now on first down. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.